We have Katelyn Mahaffey joining us. Thank you so much for being here, Katelyn. First and foremost, can you just explain some of the programs that you all have going on and just how you tailor them to the different groups that are in those programs?
Well, we cater to kids from 4 months old all the way to the age of 12. So we take water safety super important. We have our normal monthly lessons, which is you go in once a week, you go in for 30 minutes, do some water safety and swim lessons. We also have an amazing program going on right now, which is a month's worth of progress in 1 week. So it's Monday through
Mm.
Thursday. You come in, you get a month's worth of lessons in that time frame, and it's a great time. We call them jumpstart clinics. It's a great place to start. Definitely if you're going on vacation and you're like, I want my kids to really own up on those swimming skills, those safety skills,
Uh,
jumpstart clinics is the way to go. Maybe you have a very nervous swimmer who doesn't like the water. Staying consistent is super key, and those jumpstart clinics is a
mhm.
great way to get your toes wet, to get a little more comfortable in the water before jumping into a weekly lesson, a monthly lesson.
Ooh, we putting a month's worth of learning into a week. I know that's a very, very eventful week right there, but it's interesting. Nonetheless, I like to hear that. So you said you start at 4 months
Mhm.
old. That's before babies can even walk. Let's just say that. So we're
Yeah.
talking about swimming. Can you just talk about the process of helping babies that at 4 months old start swimming and involving the parents too?
Yeah. So our mini programs, our parents or grandparents, we have some grandparents that love to go in, will
Right,
go
right,
into the
right.
water. It's a great bonding experience for the baby and the adult with them. But it's really important. Babies are born naturally aquatic. They have been in the mommy's tummy full of water. They know what the water is. They have built these habits
Mm.
in the womb, and now we're going to change their muscle memory from doing normal things that they were used to doing to now doing saving lives, like learning how to float and turning around and looking for a wall. We really focus on sensory with our infants, and we really work with just the basic water safety skills that an infant, someone at 5 months old, 6 months old, could really comprehend. We have a
Mhm.
pediatrician on our curriculum team that has really helped us develop our curriculum so it's appropriate for the ages of your children. So we're not going to do, breaststroke with a 4 month old, but we're going to get them comfortable laying on their
Right.
backs, getting water in their ears, singing to them, giving them some skin to skin contact with mom and baby, something like that to get them comfortable and more adapt to the water.
Got you. Okay, okay, that's interesting. I just like when you say 4 months, and I know I think we've had this talk before. Just how young they start swimming and being in the womb. It's just so crazy to hear 4 months. That's like you're not talking or walking or anything. But right here, joining us on the Splash Live, pool operations manager for Goldfish Swim School West Bloomfield, Katelyn Mahaffey, join us to talk about a lot of different things, different programs at Goldfish Swim School. But now we want to talk about safety. Since we are talking about swimming, since we are talking about the youth, just highlight again how Goldfish ensures safety for everyone involved at Goldfish.
Well, we take water safety very, very serious. We always have a
Yeah.
lifeguard on duty. It doesn't matter if we're setting up the pool,
Mhm.
taking down the pool, doing any trainings for our swim instructors or lifeguards. We always have a lifeguard on stand. So that's
There you go.
something really important. We do our monthly in service, which every month, the second Sunday of the month, I will develop a scenario that could happen in our pool, and our lifeguards have to work through that. So whether it's someone who just becomes unconscious in the water, how do we get them out of the water? How do we make sure they're breathing? If they need CPR, if they need an AED, so we go through all of these
Right.
different scenarios, and we continue ongoing training with our swim instructors and lifeguards to ensure the safety of not just our swimmers, but our lifeguards, our deck supervisors, our swim instructors, all of them.
Got you. Thank you. That's very reassuring to hear that. I pretty much knew that we know that Goldfish is definitely on top of everything, but we like to reiterate that for our audience also. One main thing that has been going around on social media and a buzzing online is talking about chlorine, especially now it's the summertime. Chlorine levels in the irritation or possibly irritation to skin and hair. Since we're dealing with chlorine in the pool at Goldfish, can you just talk about how Goldfish manages those chlorine levels so that it ensures safety and cleanliness and sanitation, but also less irritation on skin and hair?
So, all of our management team and our deck supervisors have been trained in our pump room to know what to look for, what alarms to look for. They learn how to test our chemicals and we put it in. We know our safe ranges that Oakland County has given
Mm-hmm.
us. So, we have gone through all these trainings, and when we see the chemicals, so first thing we do when we get in, our deck supervisors test the water. We test the water before anyone gets in, before we even set up the pool. It's super crucial that we do that to give us time where if our chlorine is out of whack or a different chemical might be out of whack, like our pH, it gives us time to correct it before we have swimmers come in. Um, and
Okay.
then we keep monitoring our whole chemical system. So we test before every shift and at the end of every shift. We have an amazing chlorinator machine in the back that helps automatically feed our acid, our chlorine, all of that stuff that makes that water safe and sanitized for your child. We have these probes that
Okay.
can measure that out for us. So even though we're not physically getting in the water, taking that water sample and testing, it's testing it for us to make sure that we're ensuring throughout all of the lessons, an all day lesson where our water is sanitized and safe for every swimmer.
Got you. Thank you. Thank you. See, now I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, it was a lot of testing, a lot of other stuff, but I'm just gonna ensure that you all are the professionals. You know what you're doing. You know what you're looking at, and like you said, you test it before you even let anyone into the pool, and that's great.
Mhm.
So when we are doing or talking about post swim routines, after we're getting out of the pool, still we still want to make sure that we're completely cleansed of this. So is there any post swim routines that Goldfish provides or recommends for parents and kids when they're wrapping up from their swim?
Well, I'll even throw in a little pre-swim lesson too. It's best to always
Okay.
rinse off before you go into the pool. Our body will absorb
uh,
less chlorine, our hair and our skin will absorb less chlorine if it's already wet. So we have a wall of showers in the back where you can just go in, shower down. I always say if you have sensitive skin, lotion or like Aquaphor, Vaseline, coconut oil, putting it on your skin before getting into the pool is a great way to add that extra barrier so your skin doesn't absorb extra chlorine. We also
okay.
recommend as
Oh,
soon as getting out of the pool, you go and shower. We all of our shower stations
yeah.
have like a little body wash shampoo. We do provide that so you can go ahead, wash your body off. We do have a private bathroom with a shower. So for parents that may have multiple kids and want to get in and
Mhm.
fully shower, they have that privacy of that bathroom. But it's super important, no matter what, when you're getting into chlorine or out, is that you're fully rinsing your body before and after. And then also adding some type of lotion or like Aquaphor. I love Aquaphor. It's a great way for your
Yeah.
skin to heal from any irritation you might get from
hmm
chlorine.
Oh wow, wow! I want to give you a round of applause for that. Yeah, that was some good information to know. Rinsing before you get in the pool so that it absorbs less chlorine. That one was a good one right there. I know to rinse before, but I didn't necessarily know why, other than just being
Oh,
told to. Great
yep, you
information.
rinse for
Thank you
two
again, Kate.
reasons.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, okay, good, good. See, thank you, and that's why we have you here. And thank you again for your time, Katelyn. Katelyn Mahaffey from Goldfish Swim School, West Bloomfield, pool operations manager. We appreciate your time and your information.
Thank you. I enjoyed being here today.
Yes, yes.